Alrighty, we're headed straight there. There's such a crazy wind. I forgot to intro. Welcome back to Vidanza Disc Golf and to the back nine of our Clash Discs Challenge. We parred everything on the front nine. We're playing here at Cliff Stevens Shorts. Calvin Heimburg in the background because this is literally his home course. So we are playing with a lot of flippy discs in a lot of wind. As you can see, it's really pushing from the left to the right there. First shot here, we're going straight to that basket, 330 feet. We need to shoot 5 down. Sorry that I spoiled some things, but if you want to go watch my frustrations on the front nine, maybe don't, but it'll be linked in the description and at the end of the video. We need to shoot 5 down for me to not give anything away and 2 down for me to only give 1 disc away. And there's already 2 RPM discs in that bag of discs. So here we go. Big hyzer, so much wind. I think because this is flippy, the Wild Honey, and there's nothing really stable that they gave me in terms of distance drivers. I don't have the salt. We're gonna have to go a lot of hyzer, straight at it, let it turn and come back and hopefully take a birdie because this is not good. Look at how fast that flipped it. Now get back stable. Oh! Wow, that flipped it so fast. Helping sign though. We might have a putt. All right, we're gonna be punting with the Mint, which I'll have all these names on the screen and stuff. It's kind of their yarn. Not really a zone, same numbers as zone, but much more of a Castaplastic yarn. I'm so afraid the tripod is gonna fall over. We're gonna putt with that though because of how windy this is. I almost hit that squirrel that's going along the tree. Well, the par streak is alive. Let's try to break it, but not with a bogey. Looks like we got a shorty here. 234 feet. The wind is pushing that way, but I think a flat, straight shot with the Mint is our best bet. We could throw a turnover. Wow, there's so much headwind. Holy crap. It's hard to fully judge Clash based on these discs in this round because they have a lot of really good molds that I don't have here. But just everything that I have thrown has been very consistent and has flown very well. And the plastic feels good, but it is just very not the disc that you need for this type of challenge right here. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, super deep. A little headwind. Oh my gosh. I cannot get a birdie, man. I cannot get a birdie. I don't think I could buy a birdie right now. But I can par every single hole. I'm gonna be honest, it is not looking optimistic for me keeping any of these discs. But I've had a good time throwing the molds. They come out well. And honestly, the field work that I did with them to see how they actually flew, I was very impressed and happy with all of them. This wind is just makes disc golf no fun sometimes. All right, so our basket is straight ahead here, about 200 feet. Finally, let me get a birdie. I'll definitely put a lot of these in more bag it or bin it's to review them because this is still a fun challenge and I still think that it works as a new kid in the bag because the point is learning this on the course instead of just trying to figure out what they are. And I've liked them. Lots of wind going this way, so straight at that tree just around it should be really good. Dude, that was so perfect. All right, another outside the circle putt. Whoa, sheesh. Well, good luck to me. I really thought the headwind was gonna keep it up and it just kind of died. Well, you guessed it, a par. All right, lots of wind pushing right to left. OB Road, finally. 210 feet, straight ahead. With the wind pushing this way, I think a flat Mint shot thrown just inside of this tree should finish pretty well. Actually, maybe the popcorn? I like the popcorn. It seemed to stay low. We gotta make it with the popcorn. I really like this disc. I don't think that's a putt I can miss. Freaking finally. Now I'll try to ace with the butter. Good height, didn't turn enough though. I think we finally ended the par streak. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for sitting through all that, I guess, honestly. I almost missed on purpose, but that would have been bad. Woo! All right, hole 13 means we have 5 to go and we need 4 birdies. 1 more, I'm very happy because I only have to give 1 away. I kind of now feel like we can do this. Sometimes 1 birdie is all it takes. All right, weirdo tee pad, but I'll take it. 205 feet again ahead. If we ace, I'm really happy. I think I've noticed that the butter is slightly slower and slightly more stable than the popcorn. It says 3303. I don't know if it's how the wind's affected it, but it seems to be slightly more understable than that. So I think butter is a good one here to throw on a little bit of hyzer, kind of straight at it. I threw it well. That wind is something. I think I really wanted to throw one of those putters instead of like the mint, but I think the mint is 100% the right shot for this. Yeah. I think we probably got about 60 feet because I juiced that thing. Drop. Shoot. That's gonna be a far comebacker. Man, this putter, this hardy plastic is getting beat up a little bit. Kind of reminds me of like a 0 medium from Latitude. Let's go, let's go. Way to remember how to putt, dude, come on. We can still win, somehow. And by somehow, I mean by birdieing every single hole. There's like a 500-foot one that if the wind is right, I might be able to throw a roller and eagle it. I kind of doubt it, but we'll try, why not? But the basket is kind of right in the middle there. I'm gonna make it so that we can actually see some stuff though. All right, it's only 315 feet, but I think the berry is the shot. The wind is pushing so hard from the left to the right. The berry isn't quite stable enough. Got to keep it down on hyzer through that center gap there. Oh, that thing is so flippy, dude. I gotta at least get to 2. I'm not really worried about 5. That's a little out of my reach with this and this wind, but 2, I think we can get there. All right, that's where a little bit of that trying out new stuff can bite you in the butt, but look at this freaking, got straight up the gut. We also have the big wide hyzer through here that skips. I think I could throw that with the pepper. As long as I miss this tree that's initially through there, that's actually a good line. Or there's this backhand with the pepper actually that'll fight against the wind. That might actually do a better job. Yep. Sit down. Roll back, roll back. Wow, really, really good shot. I will take that. 3 more holes left, 15, 16, 17. We're down 1. I need 1 birdie. But if I ace or eagle, I guess we can get down, but down 1's not the end of the world here. It's not good. But it does look like we're going a straight water carry with the wind pushing left to right. So I'm gonna try to throw a bomb. Very scared about it though, but we can still try. All right, this wind, it makes me not even kind of want to throw this shot because I don't think he'll turn it over too much because it's pushing us back towards this way, but the basket is straight ahead of us there, 415 feet. Basically throw this honey hard on hyzer along this shoreline so that it'll flip up and ride and turn that way, but I'm gonna basically have to throw it at a 45-degree angle away from the tee pad. Have the distance. Just so much turn. All right, it genuinely, I'm like, is there a hurricane that I didn't know about that's about to be passing through? Maybe. I think we're gonna try to throw it in with a mint. We don't need to throw it in, but this will also just get us up close. No, because the wind is pushing left to right, so we have to throw it this way with the opposite side spin. I'm gonna throw the butter because it seems slowest. Just real simple. Oh my gosh. I'm seriously afraid that you guys are gonna knock over because of this wind. That's a clean shot. And if you ever need to know what these discs fly like at DDO, there you go, Evan Smith, you're welcome. What a big freaking tail. Hole 17, 384, straight up the gut there. We have these lines to get through. I want to get through that gap to the right. Maybe I shouldn't have told you that because now I have to do it. Otherwise, even if it's a good shot, you'll think I'm a fraud, but you can think I'm a fraud. That's okay. Calvin Heimburg was just here. I know I'm a fraud, okay? We get it. The one thing I will say, the fact that this is such a crosswind instead of just like a head or tail is so frustrating because it'd be really nice to like, oh, this sucks, it's just straight headwind. And now it's like, okay, we got tailwind shots, which are good. This is so miserable. I would throw this on a decent bit of hyzer, but once that hyzer is exposed, even though this is flippy, it's never really gonna turn over. So I have to throw it flat, but it is gonna start turning when it's flat, and then it's gonna get beaten down. It's like, you have to throw it like little baby hyzer. That's such a touchy shot that I'd be very happy to execute, especially since it's 390 feet. Yeah, that's the shot. That's the shot. Now get stable. That's good. I couldn't really control the gap because once I realized how much wind there was, it's kind of hard to control. I just basically have to throw it at that cluster and kind of hope and pray that it hits a gap because it's not stable. If it was stable, I could pick a gap and like throw it on that line and trust what it'll do in the wind, but flip your disc in the wind are a little bit touchier. I don't think that fully gives me a putt, but it gets me out of all the trees, which is like the main crux of this hole, which is really, really solid. Right to left, gonna have to leave it a little wider. Big tailwind though, so I basically have to throw it at the top ceiling there and hope that it'll trickle down. Oh! You had to put that so high. I thought that was in. All right, butter, let's make it. That's it. Oh! All right, nice little headwind 10-footer. Let's go. Hole 18, last chance to save a disc. All right, hole 18, 480 feet to the pin. Railroad tracks out of bounds, and the wind is pushing us that way. This is where it's good to have a flippy disc because the flippy disc is gonna counteract the wind enough. We could also throw a roller, but the wind is still gonna push that up. But that could help it from not curling, but there is the water over there. Lots of buts and ifs. I'm gonna throw my actual shot with the wild honey. I think we've thrown all these a decent amount of times. This bag is a really good beginner's bag. Pepper is probably unnecessary, but also a good woods bag. Like I would take this to the woods and do well, but there's not a lot of Florida woods golf. And it's still even be windy today. So I think throwing this low on a hyzer flip, just a big shot.
Don't go over the train tracks and I'm happy.
Well, and I just royally messed up my timing. We can get up and down for par or throw in for we have to throw in for the birdie, but I found the disc, went out way up over here. I mean, pretty decent distance before it went out, but just one of probably the worst shot of the round, and the way that I planted, I feel like I hurt my knee a little bit, so I'm gonna have to massage that out. I think instead of mint, we're just gonna go pepper because of how overstable it is. This is the perfect hole to just pitch up to the lake and then go over a second time. Like, it's a par 4. I wasn't even thinking I was gonna be able to eagle it. I just wanted to get a big distance. What a bad shot. We're gonna call this a meter because this is like the safest lie, I think. And we're actually gonna go forehand pepper against this wind. That thing is so beefy. How did it beat down the wind like that? All right, really good shot though. This is one rule that you might have known from other new kids in the bag, but if I can't beat par, it also adds a disc. Didn't quite think that that was ever gonna happen because it seems like an easy course, but I kind of honestly think I'm gonna putt this with a pepper because it'll just cut through the wind more. 20-footer, and if I can't beat par, that's 3 discs instead of just 1 at this point, or 2 right now. Let's go. Good putts to finish it. 1 down I don't think is the end of the world here. Probably still in the top 100 on U-Disc, but definitely nowhere closer than that. What's really funny right now is this is one of the most eventful rounds that I've had in terms of like craziness. I mean, you can hear and feel this. Like, this is absolute insanity. This will help to shield me from it, but my U-Disc scorecard, look at that. This is the most uneventful scorecard ever. I'm gonna check out the first 9 holes of this challenge. Check it out right up here. Definitely think I'm gonna revisit Clash at some point, but I did like throwing these molds. Didn't like the conditions I was throwing them in. I'm gonna check out my last new kid in the bag before that. Check it out right down here. I'll put all the molds down in the comments after a day or 2. Whichever ones have the most votes, I'll go ahead and put that in a community poll and we'll add those 2 discs. So we're only 1 away in a new kid in the bag. So the next new kid in the bag, if I lose it by 1 stroke, if I lose it by 15 strokes, we're giving away some discs. Hopefully I don't lose it for a while though. But if it's windy like this, you never know. Okay, love you guys, bye.